Hello my good people, welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is Tina once again. I told you in my former video that I'm going to take through all the steps, all the risks, and all the benefits of acquiring a loan. Last time I explained the different types of loans that we have. I mentioned them. You who missed, please visit my YouTube channel. You will find out, or you get to know, the types of loans that we have. Now today I want to talk about the benefits of a loan. My dear viewers, please listen very carefully. These loans are very good. Actually, they're too good. If we use them very well, or if we use the money for a particular thing we request the money for. Once you mess up around, automatically this loan is not going to be good on your side. Now, one of the good things, or one of the advantages of the loans help us start up businesses. You know, in most cases, according to our own earnings, we may not afford to start up big businesses. Some can even be small businesses, more especially here in Africa. Some are small businesses, but then you find that our incomes, our salaries are restrained. They cannot take care of us, and at the same time the same salaries be used to start up businesses. So here the best option is acquiring a loan, because loans are very helpful in starting a business. But then if you're going to get a business loan, my dear friends, and when you want that loan to be or to bear fruits for you, you are supposed to use the money for that particular reason. You are not supposed to divert the money to something else. Actually, most cases businesses fail and people claim maybe the money got from the loans. I hear the propaganda that money got from the loans is not good money. Maybe the money lenders first to do something to the money. Is not true. So many people have succeeded through using the loans, as long as you do not divert the money that is meant to do the business. And still, sometimes when we go into businesses of which we do not know very well. Actually, if you are to get a loan, I would advise you to look for a business where you're having experience, not borrowing money and then bump into a business that is new to you, because you don't know how that business operates. You don't know the losses, maybe the most likely losses, and also the most likely profits. So for us to gain, or for you to gain in the loan, you need to you need to sit and analyze the business you are going to carry out. You look into the risks of that business and the profits, then you weigh. When the benefits overweigh the risks, then you go in for that business. Otherwise, if we are to get money and bump into businesses of which we are not sure of, we shall keep on cursing the loans. But in actual sense, loans are good. So many people have started up their businesses using loans, and people have succeeded in life. Though even those ones that have mismanaged the funds or the money borrowed, we've seen them getting a financial fault or a financial fall or a financial breakdown. Now, another advantage or another good thing of the loans help us pay for the education. We have parents more so here in our continent, in Africa. We've got parents that do not have the money to pay for the education, more so the higher education, because here at the primary, the lower levels, parents can afford. But in most cases, what happens when a child qualifies to go for the university, you may find the child is the parent is not having enough money to fund the child's education. So the loans, that is now the student loan, helps us or to attain the education services. Now, the only bad thing or the negative effect of the student loan is that it takes too long. Like, it needs a person who is going to attain the education qualification that is on market, that is marketable, such that as soon as the student completes, that student can get employed, such that he or she is in a position to pay back the money borrowed. So the parents out there in Africa, I would advise you, when you're going to look for a student's loan, to look for those courses that give, I will not say a lot, but those courses that give reasonable amount of money when a child is done with his or her education. Otherwise, if we don't choose wisely, we will end up seeing the student loan becoming a burden. Because now, just imagine, after borrowing the money, on repaying back, the money becomes huge, and then the person is earning less, so it will become a burden. Therefore, what is good is to first sit, analyze, and go into a course that is marketable, and at the same time a course that is going to pay some reasonable amount of money. Still, another advantage or the good thing of a loan, the loans help us buy assets. We can use loans to acquire assets that we would not have acquired using our money or our incomes. Therefore, we go for what we call mortgages, and these mortgages, they help us acquire assets like land, maybe buying houses and other huge assets. Again, borrowing or a loan can help us build our financial history. So we can use the loans to build our financial history. Therefore, my dears, when we use the loans in a right way, these loans are very good. Actually, they are advantageous. So many people fear to go into loans. They be like, that money. But let me tell you this, you find in most cases in our countries, in our continent, that is Africa, we do not have that huge money, and we say we are going to save. Yes, we save, but then how much are you saving? It also depends. But then, if you can go for a loan, remember, this money is given in huge sums at once. You can start your business. People's goals are attained through the student loans. People have acquired land, people have acquired houses through the loans. So loans are very good. We have different sources of loans. We have the banks, we have the circles that are called CBOs. They are community-based organizations. Those ones you in your villages or in your places where you work from, you can gather and put funds together. You collect funds, like you sit on a weekly basis, you collect funds and start borrowing the members of that very group or organization. Actually, if Africa adopts the CBO system, I am telling you, Africa will develop. Ask me why. Because we find ourselves, like most of us, we may not be in position to secure the loans. Remember, it's only the personal loans in most cases that are not secured. But then the mortgages, we have the auto loans. These ones, you are supposed to secure. You are supposed to have security for you to acquire that loan. Then you may find many of us, we don't have the security that is needed for us to qualify for these loans. But then with the CBOs, you find that you do not need security like maybe land, maybe a house. The only security is the group members. So if the group members guarantee you, then you qualify to get that loan. So I would advise Africans that if at all we do it that way, because that thing, or the CBO stuff, I mean the community-based organizations, was copied from Netherlands, and those people of Netherlands are doing good. It has worked very good for them. Actually, even in Uganda, we're having some societies, okay, some regions that have tried to copy the same, though somewhere, somehow, some groups have failed because of the untrustworthy of some of the group members. But I assure you, CBOs are the best ideas. Now, my dear my dear viewers, please, I urge you to continue viewing my videos or watching my videos. At the same time, please, the new viewers and all the new people watching, I request you to subscribe to my channel. You support me. I am trying to achieve my goal, or to pursue my goal, and I request you, please, each one of you, to join me in my journey such that I achieve my goals. I know you are the power. Actually, you are the power. You're the ones that can make me achieve or reach where I want to reach. Thank you so much. We meet in the next episode. I told you I am going to make everyone decide or understand when to take a loan and when to wait. Thank you, my dears. Remember to subscribe.